This is Generation Stadia, giving you that daily dose of everything and anything Stadia related. And today we have some news to cover, such as Stadia only working over Wi-Fi at launch for mobile devices, a new game announcement, PlayStation making their own Wi-Fi based controller, Nvidia's leaked upcoming Shield TV. But before we get into all that, let's clear up some confusion about the last news video. So there has been quite a bit of confusion regarding the controller and whether or not it will work wirelessly on other devices aside from the Chromecast Ultra. Well, we have now received multiple confirmations that it will require a wired connection to play on your desktop, laptop, mobile phone, or tablet device at launch. Wireless play will be coming sometime after launch for those devices, but for now it'll need to be wired. Can't say I'm not disappointed by this, but if I'm being real, the thing that disappoints me most is that Google decided to take a lot of flack for something that should have been cleared up before and not this close to launch. I feel that Google has always lacked in the marketing department, and it shows. Just the other day we had the official Stadia Twitter account share the message of Red Dead Redemption 2 being 4K 60 FPS on Stadia. Sadly, that tweet got deleted rather suddenly without mention. Does this mean it won't be running at 4K 60? Did they delete it because they weren't supposed to talk about it yet? At this point, no one knows, but it's already being used by both fans and haters alike, and stuff like this really causes a lot of misinformation. Moving on to the next bit of Stadia news is that Wi-Fi is required to play Stadia at launch. Basically, what this means is if you have a compatible mobile phone or other mobile device, it will require a Wi-Fi connection and won't work with your mobile data plan. Now, once again, this certainly seems like a temporary thing, and having used other streaming services over a mobile data connection, I can understand why they're doing this. While functional, game streaming over a 4G connection has never been close to a good experience in terms of visual fidelity or latency. I'm sure the last thing Google wants is people having a bad experience at launch. If I had to place a bet, I would say Google's probably waiting for 5G to roll out to more locations before enabling this feature. Now, the last bit of Stadia news comes in the way of a new game announced for the platform. Monster Energy Motocross 3, the official video game, will be coming to Stadia early next year. You're seeing a snippet of the trailer in the background right now, and if you want to watch the full trailer, be sure to check it out. It'll be linked in the description below. Can't say that I'm personally excited for the game, but I'm sure some are glad to see it come over. Not to mention, it's always good to see more games and developers support the platform. Hopefully we'll get more games announced in an upcoming Stadia Connect. Now let's move on to some cloud gaming news outside of Stadia. First up, we have a leak coming from Nvidia's camp with what seems to be an Nvidia Shield TV stick that will be launching alongside a new Shield TV Pro. Now, in case you didn't know, the Nvidia Shield TV is an Android TV set-top box that not only allows you to stream games through GeForce Now, but also gives you instant access to it along with a few free games for you to enjoy. The Shield TV stick seems to be running on a Tegra X1 Plus processor and has support for both Dolby Vision and Atmos. That does mean it'll support 4K, and I have to admit, those are some quite impressive specs for a Chromecast-like TV stick. The Shield TV Pro, on the other hand, seems to be fairly similar to the older model, except this time around it has a smaller footprint, a cheaper price, and a new remote, but notably no longer includes a game controller. I do have to wonder if this has anything to do with the leak stating that Stadia will come to Android TV set-top boxes in 2020, or if Nvidia is getting ready to push their streaming solution, GeForce Now, in a bigger way. After all, Nvidia recently had a webpage go up way too early showcasing a price for GeForce Now. But don't get too excited yet, the pricing shown was confirmed to be placeholder and not representative of the final price it'll launch at. Now, the last bit of news surrounds PlayStation, and it's all about their newest patent revolving around a Wi-Fi connected controller. Much like the Stadia controller, it'll allow PlayStation gamers to be playing and streaming games off of PlayStation Now with lower latency. Now, to be honest, there's not too much else to say here, but it is reassuring to see other companies outside of Google who are also going to take note and make cloud gaming a better experience for everyone to enjoy. I am excited to see how PlayStation evolves their cloud gaming service considering all the patents they own out of Gaikai and OnLive. It does seem that with this patent, they're going to be taking it more seriously in the future, so I can't wait to see what comes of it. Overall, it's been a solid news day, but ever since Stadia got its official release date, I'm just counting down the days and hoping time goes by faster. Luckily, we should still have one more Stadia Connect before launch, and I'm putting it out right now. I'm guessing it'll happen at the end of October during Paris Games Week. Anyways, that wraps up today's video. If you enjoyed it or found it helpful at all, be sure to hit that like button as it really does help the channel out. And if you're wanting more content like this, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell as well. Now for today's end of video message, I'm gonna leave it to a quick question. You heard my guess of when the next Stadia Connect is gonna be, but now I wanna hear yours. On top of that, I wanna hear the one game you expect to see announced at the next Connect as well. For me, my money's on FIFA, but I really do hope Call of Duty Modern Warfare finds a way to sneak in. Anyways, this has been Generation Stadia, giving you that daily dose of everything and anything Stadia related. The Gen S community is now over 1,500 strong and growing by the day. And until next time, I'll catch you in the clouds.